and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Today I'll be flipping through the Woodland Wardens. This is a 52 card oracle deck and guidebook by Jessica Roux. I'm so excited, honestly. I actually got this really early, so this was set to release April 5th. And it was already in stock at my bookstore when I ordered it in March 20th or something like that. I ended up getting this around March 23rd. So I've had it for a while. I did kind of look through the cards. I wanted to see the imagery, and I showed a few other people the imagery, but I didn't really go into depth on the images or read through the guidebook or anything like that. So that's why this is a flip through rather than an unboxing. I do have her book, which is right here. It's the Florography, an illustrated guide to the Victorian language of flowers. That's really one of the reasons why I wanted to pick up this particular deck, because I have her book and love her book, honestly. Absolutely love it. I love using this for bibliomancy because it's a fantastic book for that type of divination. So yes, let's get into it. So this is published by Andrews McMeel Publishing. I do have another deck that is published by them. And they actually have I think a few other things coming in the next year or something. So I'm really excited. Their cardstock is pretty good, so I'm excited to use this deck more. So in the back it just says, inspired by history, folklore, and mythology, artist Jessica Roux' debut oracle deck transports seekers to another time and place, offering insight rooted in the magic of flora and fauna. So it does open like this. It has, a beautiful pattern inside. We have some flowers here on the sides. Really cute. And then we have some information inside that I actually totally missed when I originally was looking through the imagery. And I was having a conversation with, oh God, what's her username? Garden Goddess. Is it Garden Goddess Tarot? I know her name is Thea. And I saw her using it on her Instagram, and I had a conversation with her in DMs or whatever in regards to this. I didn't realize that this was tarot symbology and whatnot, and I realized they wrote that in here. So yes, using subdued colors and rhythmic shapes, she renders flora, fauna, and much more in a richly detailed old world style. A seasoned reader of tarot, she loves to include hidden symbolism inspired by the Rider-Waite-Smith deck in her illustrations. And I didn't realize that. I did realize that it starts at 0, and I was kind of like, what? I've never seen... Oh, this is upside down. I've never seen a deck start at 0 before, like an oracle deck start at 0. A little strange. But now I understand why it starts at 0. It's supposed to mimic the tarot. So yes, so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have a table of contents with all the cards. Love that. Very detailed table of contents. Introduction, how to use the cards, and guidebook. Again, I didn't really go into the guidebook, so yeah. So I guess I could read a bit of this introduction. It says, I have always been fascinated by animals. As a child, I spent my time outdoors picking cicada shells off trees, catching fireflies, finding salamanders hiding under rocks, and painting what I saw. On the rare occasion when I wasn't outside, I was curled up indoors with a book. I loved escaping the mundane by discovering Aesop's fables, imagining a life on the farm of Charlotte's Web, or wishing that I could meet the shy badger or silly toad from The Wind in the Willows. Oh, I've read that. I was drawn to animals in a way I could not understand. I've also read Charlotte's Web. Wishing to talk with them as I did my own friends. In a way, Woodland Wardens is an attempt to rekindle communication with my oldest companions, both real and imaginary. Love that. So pairing animals with plants came naturally to me, even if gardening didn't initially. As a child, I loathed the Sunday afternoons we spent planting. I didn't enjoy the feeling of dirt under my fingernails or the sunburns that crept across my face, neck, and arms. Mood. Me too. I get some burns on my face, neck, and arms. However, I adored the flowers. I filled notebooks with drawings of roses, ferns, and buttercups. And then I found myself living in a small apartment in Brooklyn, trying to make it as an illustrator at the start of my career. The thing I missed the most about my home was the flora. The giant magnolia trees, their swollen buds waiting to burst forth, and large waxy flowers. I became enraptured by the Victorian language of flowers and began working on the meanings of the blooms, herbs into my illustrations. I even became an avid gardener. When it came time to move, I made sure to find a place where I could grow everything I wanted. My garden has become my greatest comfort in times of darkness. Flowers ignite a light and joy in me to which nothing can compare. That's awesome. So, we have a how to use the cards. Anything particular that we need to know? So it says explore the small details within the illustrations. Doesn't seem like... Okay, so the meanings I've assigned are based on personal history, mythology, folklore, and the Victorian language of flowers, but they are by no means fixed or comprehensive. Your own experiences with the plants and animals depicted may indicate different meanings, and those should be honored and explored. Interesting. Okay. So, for example, if you see a particular animal as dangerous, it may offer a unique warning. The reverse is also true if you are fascinated by vultures. Their appearance in a reading could signal good fortune. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so the word warden is used here in the sense of steward and guardian. While it's easy for us humans to think of ourselves as dominant over or in charge of plants and animals, the truth is that we always depend upon them. Not just for survival, but for guidance. Okay, that's cool. Okay, and then we have some spreads. So we have a 1-card pull. We have a 3-card, very typical past, present, future. Ooh, we have a 4-card season spread. Past season, current season, next season, and following season. I love that. Ooh, we have a combination with tarot. Cool. I plan to pair this with tarot. I actually was planning to pair this with my Antique Anatomy tarot. I think it will look good. And then I saw the video that Kelly from the Truth and Story did, the live that she did. And she paired it with the Hush Tarot. And I was like, oh, that looks so good. So I think I might do that also. Okay, so entries, meaning. So we have a black and white photo of the card. It tells you what it is, 0, and then mouse, and it tells you the animal and then the plant, the meaning that it has, and then it goes into the information of the card. We have an upright meaning and a reverse meaning, and then some questions, some prompts, some journal questions, or maybe some questions that you can use during oracle spreads and things like that. So it seems like we have similar, different lengths, obviously, but the structure seems to be the same when it comes to the guidebook. So I will pull a card at the end, like usual, and read from the guidebook. We have some acknowledgments and then about the artist author. Okay. Let's get into the cards. So these are the backs. Absolutely love the backs. Beautiful. So they do have borders. I love the cardstock. It is a bit on the thinner side. I really don't mind it, honestly. It's not as thin as my antique anatomy, to be honest with you, so I don't care much. So we have the mouse and buttercup. This is 0 and innocence. So it has the meaning, the keyword there that you find in the guidebook. It has it on the card as well. Cat and lavender, independence. The spider and passion flower, creative ingenuity. We have the hare and oak, new opportunities. We have the bear and cedar, leadership. The sheep and blackberry, devotion. Frog and lotus, metamorphosis. Chipmunk and laurel, success. I really love her art style. It's absolutely beautiful. The elk and ash, strength. We have the weasel and pine, introspection rather. We have the duck and chrysanthemum. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Luck. That one's a hard one. The goat and willow, overcoming obstacles. The lizard and pitcher plant, stagnation. The moth and eucalyptus. I have a hard time pronouncing this particular word. It's like the EU is what always throws me off. And ending. This is like death, in my opinion. Death card. Then we have the vulture and asphodel, upheaval. The deer and oat, healing. Oh, that's so cute. It's so cute, though. Like, that's such a beautiful card. Then we have the crow and dogwood, intelligence. Beautiful bird. We have the salamander and black pepper, inspiration. The boar and pumpkin, confidence. The bat and hellebore, intuition. Oh, so beautiful. We have the cayman and poppy, dreams. We have the skunk and magnolia, protection. The owl and hop, wisdom. The hound and pear, loyalty. The marten and foxglove, mischief. We have the wolf and rosehip, guardianship. Then we have the bee and pomegranate, productivity. The fox and ivy, adaptability. We have the opossum and peony. We have bashfulness. So cute. We have the squirrel and chestnut, preparation. The beaver and birch, home. turtle and coriander, satisfaction. We have the badger and ginkgo, I think is how you pronounce that, healing wounds. Then we have the raccoon and the sycamore, which is curiosity. The snake and fern for starting over. I really do love these keywords. They're actually really good. The ladybug and sweet pea, happiness. We have the finch and peach, romance. We have the coyote and the datura, which is deceit. We have a porcupine and the anemone. Enemy. I don't know. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Boundaries. Then we have the otter and a cattail, peace. The bobcat and blackthorn, we have patience. Oh, a snail. I love it. The snail and huckleberry. We have trust in the invisible. We have the eel and iris with safety. I love how there's fish in here. We have the trout and lily of the valley, purification. Then we have the hawk and thistle, graceful persistence. Then we have the antelope and wheat, nourishment. The butterfly and snowdrop, hope. The rooster and sunflower, communication. The dragonfly and pansy, we have balance. Do love this. The colors are very nice. Very similar. The horse and bluebell, which is modest fortitude. The ram and dahlia, which is determination. And lastly, we have the quail and gooseberry. Wow, look at that quail. With the little feather thing coming up on top. Anticipation. Love it. So they are matte, the cards. And they... Oh, I love it. Shuffle, so nice. I love the sound that it makes when it shuffles. Some ASMR. Okay. Ooh, we're going to read for the bear and cedar. Leadership. Leadership. Okay. Let's get the book. Let's see. Table of contents. The bear. Okay. Here we go. The bear and cedar. Leadership. The bear and cedar calls us to be powerful but benevolent, embodying the qualities of a great leader. Bears are emperors of the woodland and guardians of the forest. Paired with the cedar, a plant known for its healing, protective, and cleansing qualities, this card invites us into mature authority. Upright, the spirit of the bear is guiding you to leadership opportunities and reminding you to rule with fairness and care. Reverse, you may be experiencing overwhelming challenges. Remember not to be hardened by this. Inflexibility will get you nowhere. Instead, channel the protective qualities of cedar, reflect, heal, and prepare. Questions to consider, I guess. How can I be a better leader? Who can benefit from my knowledge and experience? Absolutely love this. Very to the point. I love that they focused on what the bear means, what the plant means, and really just goes into the upright reverse, and then questions that you can use either for journaling or that you can use with tarot or whatever it is. Absolutely love that. So this is what I read. I'm really excited. Honestly, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this quite a bit, actually. I love this very much. I love the colors. The guidebook is great. I love the colors of the deck. This very screams to me very fall-like, but I think I'm going to use it now in spring, because currently it's spring. So I think I'm going to use this spring and then fall. I think this will be a deck for those particular seasons. Obviously, you can use this deck whenever. You can use this deck however you wish. This is just me explaining my process and how I'm going to use this particular deck. So yes, let me know in the comments if this is something you would add to your collection. Do you have it already? What are your plans for it? How are you planning to use it if you have it already? If you don't, is this something you would add to your collection? Why? Why not? If not, I'd love to hear from you to understand your opinion on why you wouldn't add this to your collection. It's always nice to hear other people's opinions on decks. So I do thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it's greatly appreciated. Thanks so much, and hope you have a great day.